Good evening, guys. Welcome. Just going to give folks a minute to catch up. Give them like 5 minutes or something like that, and then I'll start the stream. But hello, good evening. It's Randall. It's good to meet you. All right. I was just going to say, Road Glider, I don't know if I can claim that title. I think it's already been claimed, but yeah. Rockin' Randall Hank. It's kind of cool that a lot of folks don't know that name, but that's Hank Jr., right? Do you know Hank Jr.'s first name? Anybody else? That's it. It's Randall. It's kind of a cool thing to figure out. But even Hank Sr., you know, his name wasn't Hank, right? Do you know Hank Sr.'s first name? Hey, Riding Fish. Y'all, sir. So it's Hiram Hank Williams. And it's funny because Hank Jr. he's not even a junior. Yeah, but go figure, huh? Rockin' Randall. Hey, Jay, what's happening, man? It's good to see you guys. Appreciate you stopping back for these live streams. Honestly, I'm still just kind of like ironing it out. I'm not sure how I want to run these live streams. If nothing else, it's just kind of time to connect with you guys, you know, just kind of reconnect, you know what I mean? I see you guys at the events periodically, but I feel like we're just starting that. I feel like we're on the cusp of something great here. Like the channels and stuff, the whole YouTube community, it's just kind of expanding, and I feel like we're right at the beginning of that. So it's pretty cool. I'm in Pennsylvania, man. Yeah, my family all lives up here, so I've been wintering in Pennsylvania, which is a terrible idea. Yet here I am. It's funny how you just go back to what you know when you have to. When I was in the motorcycle accident here last year, I ended up staying up all winter long with just my buddy that's in jail. It's with his dad. This is who I stayed with all winter last year. And then this year, after all the road traveling and stuff in the summer, I picked up this apartment. And I got this apartment, again, from my buddy that's in prison. If you guys haven't been following the story, that's kind of where it's at. So I got this apartment so that he had somebody to do a home plan with. So he'll be getting out of prison here just in a couple weeks. He was supposed to be out before Thanksgiving, but he had to complete some courses, some classes. They have you do classes and stuff in prison, and he didn't get them done in time. That's not on him. They just didn't have the classes. So the instructor wasn't there for huge chunks of time, 2 weeks at a time, So it really pushed his classes back. He's normally doing 2 of those classes a week, but because they pushed it back, it just kind of got scrambled up. So he's just behind on it. 5 weeks behind. So he would have been home long before Thanksgiving. But come as it may be, it's just we're looking at December now. But as long as the classes keep, he should be here before Christmas. So a couple weeks. Really, I'm just waiting on a phone call from him. That's pretty cool. Finally get to get out, you know. Oh no, he did it, buddy. He admitted to doing it. It's all, like it often is, it's all drug related, you know. But all the same, I'm looking for him. So he's been clean, you know, ever since he's been in. So he's got a great situation coming out. Not only does he have me supporting him, and I'm about as squeaky clean as you get, guys. I'm a Christian. I don't drink. I don't use. I've never used. You name it. I've never used it. I only use the real drugs, you know, the drugs like in capsule form that the doctors prescribe us. It's funny what people call drugs, but even those I barely like to use, you know. If I had real serious injury, I remember I used some Percocet once, and I didn't like how it made me feel. Like, I don't participate. And I rarely drink alcohol. I can't say I don't drink. I rarely drink alcohol. The last time I had alcohol was 4th of July. Yes, it's a sober environment for sure. Squeaky clean record. I have no arrests or anything like that. And I'm actually a charter boat captain. And part of the requirement of getting your captain certification is you have to be, they have a whole litany of things you've got to do, but you got to take courses and have background checks and all kinds of stuff, you know. I'm a very quick check-in. If I go to the airport, I'm in that express lane, so I'm a very low risk. The point is, I'm in a good position to be the prime candidate for a home plan. So when they did my background check at the prison to make sure I wasn't shady, everything went straight through. Clear sailing, you know what I mean? So yeah, it worked out really good. I was the man for the job. Here I am. You only get few opportunities in life to really help a pal in a big way, and I wasn't going to miss it. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're anything like me, you look in hindsight and there's plenty of opportunities you could have helped somebody, and it just through indecision, or you didn't act fast enough, or just confusion, or you just opt out altogether. You miss those opportunities. Well, I have that in my past, and I look back on them with regret. I don't look back and say, oh yeah, that was a good idea. No, my pal needed it, so I'm here for him. This time through, I'm gonna get this one right. You know what I mean? Jay, the pharmaceuticals are the worst kind of drugs, aren't they? It's funny how some of those drugs, what they're calling drugs, are medicine, you know? Yeah, very good. The Twick. Yeah, I have the Twick. And he's a tug captain. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. I bet you he's got some stories, man. Your dad may have passed away, though, huh? The way you wrote that. So your dad was a tug captain. Is your dad still with us, Road Glider? I hope he is. The stories you get from the water, man, I love it. I love the water. If I had to give the motorcycle up for one thing, it would be the water. If I had to give up the highway, just don't take my my water from me. Thank goodness I don't have to give up either. I have goals and things are changing pretty fast here. So after I get my buddy settled and such, I've already started looking, guys. I know a lot of you are from down south, down around Florida. I'm right behind you. Boys, I am moving south as soon as I can. I have this great charter business. I'm up here and taking people fishing, and we're doing great with it. But make no mistake, it's a chapter in my life. It's not how I'm going to play out the end of my days. It's just going to be a part of my life. So I think the way it's going to look is I'm going to get more sunshine and less snow as the years ahead of me, as the years go. Be less and less. I'm going to grow smaller in the north, and I'll probably end up being on the Panhandle down in Florida. And I think I'm going to end up running charters out of the Gulf, which is pretty exciting. I'm sorry, Road Glider. Heart attacks, man. It runs in my family, too. Son of a gun, huh? My dad passed away here a little over 2 years ago now, I guess. Not 2 years ago. My boat that I'm running now for the charter, my dad actually helped me fix it up. So if you guys aren't watching my fishing channel, it's the same thing. It's just Randall Rydes, but it's Randall Rydes Fishing. So if you guys want to follow that. But the boat that I'm running, my father, he helped me fix this. It's a small boat. It's just an 18-footer. But he helped me fix that up when he was well enough to do that. And it's been a long, ongoing process or a project. But when he passed away, he left me a little bit of money, you know. And I had an engine on it that I had rebuilt 2 times. I personally rebuilt it. I mean, I had them go and, you know, what do they call it? But they bored out the block, you know what I mean? They had to rebore it because it was scarred and such. So other than that, I rebuilt it. I broke it down, took it into the shop. They rebored it, and we oversized it a little bit, and I built it all back up, new pistons and rings and everything, right up from there. And that engine, second time it blew up, I'm not going to fix it again, you know what I mean? But when he passed away, he left me a little bit of money, and I used that to put a new engine on the back of the boat, and he, in a big way, and at that point I started the business and such. So in a lot of ways, he gave me all the capital I needed to start what I'm doing now for a living. It gave me a lot of freedom. You know, it's funny how that was a powerful thing that he did for me. Even in his passing, he was still being a dad, you know? Yeah, bore out the cylinders, yeah. My old man was a vet too, though, so it's kind of neat. He had 3 kids. I'm the youngest, and I'm the only one that did the military thing. So we had, you know, pretty good bond and such over that. Anyways, the old man's gone. I reckon we all have to walk that walk sooner or later. Yeah, down on the Panhandle, when you get close to the Georgia and Alabama border, it doesn't seem too bad. And it's more than like the expense of it for me too. One, it's year long riding. 2, it's closer to my motorcycling friends, if you will. There's a lot more opportunity for music and motorcycling because of that. And number 3, like a lot of people, I prefer the warm over the cold. Jay, did I meet your father? I don't know if you made it down to one of the events or not, but tip of the hat to your old man from Randall Rydes. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, Roguelite, you fish off of the bank? Or are you going out? You got a boat then? I'm guessing you have a boat because if your dad was a tug captain, you know, that's part of your family, I'd guess. Okay. I apologize, Jay. I don't remember. I'd probably remember him if I saw his face. Speckled trout and redfish. Very nice, very nice. 3 boats. My goodness. A whole fleet. Right on. I'm not very organized tonight. I had, I have the intent to, pick up the guitar and play it here in a couple minutes, and I was just looking, and I don't even have my guitar cord ready for you. But, I don't know, maybe I'll just sit here at this mic and play it. I don't like to do that, though, because it doesn't sound very good. I'll tell you what, I'll go through and I'll kind of do my little stream thing here. I'll talk for a little bit, and then I'll set everything up and get the guitar cord and such. And with a little bit of luck, it'll turn out sounding good. And I'll send you guys off with a song right at the end, okay? 4 boats is a Navy? Sure. Yeah, so my 18-footer is just an aluminum V-hull. Real simple boat. I actually got it for up at Lake Erie. It's perfect for Erie. It's like the right size. I can't go out on big waves, so if I got waves of 3 foot, something like that, I don't really want to be out there. So I'll turn around and come back in if they get to that point. It's really not fun to fish in that anyways. The boat gets to kicking and stuff, and you can still fish it a little bit, but I'd rather just wait for a nice day, Not a nice day, or at least for the water to calm down. I don't like angry water. Only takes one wave, man. It's like it just takes one moron on the highway to ruin your day. It takes one wave to ruin your day. I'd rather not do it. Thank you guys for participating. I didn't look to see how many people were tuned in or anything, but you guys are talking to me really good here, so I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Nine of you right now, so thank you. Appreciate you guys all tuning in to watch. If you guys would do me the favor of giving me a thumbs up, that helps feed the algorithm. And if you'd say hi in the comments, that helps a ton as well. Doesn't cost anything, so thank you. But I'm going to do kind of a simple little chat here with you. And these live streams, I'll try to improve them each time, but really I'm just kind of getting started with it. So over the winter here, I'm planning on doing this regular, and I'll even bring in some people and do a collab. I'll bring some other people in, and we'll have like a proper Discord going on. So if anybody's interested, by all means, send me a message. I'm happy to set it up and do that. It'd be good to chat with some other people. That way I don't have to talk your ear off, Especially the musician guys. I'm looking at some fellow musicians specifically to come on and do some chatting. I'm thinking about talking about songwriting a little bit. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, hearing like the process behind songwriting, but I don't see a whole lot of that on the net. Like there's not many people talking about how they do it, like the mental, how they mentally put it together, their thought process. And I think it's fascinating. I wish there was more of that stuff available. So who knows, maybe I'll do some more of that. Maybe like once a month, do a songwriting workshop kind of. Bring another songwriter on and talk about that stuff. It was cool. I was digging through some old boxes and I found some old CDs. Hey, Becca. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. All the way from Australia. But I was digging through a cardboard box and I found some old discs that I had recorded from, I think I was 19 years old or something. I was in Germany and my German buddy over there had a microphone, had the computer set up, and we just recorded some songs. Anyways, they're I don't want to say they were bad. It's nothing like that, but they're early writings of Randall Rydes, and I wasn't writing about motorcycles. It was just like everything that most guys will start writing about love and girls. So it's kind of superficial, but hey, I was listening to the songs and they had something. Like there was some structure to them. They changed. The chords were well chosen, if you will. So it had good sound. I was singing and hitting notes and stuff. So it was pretty cool to listen to myself when I was 19 years old. And at 19, the disc that I made, I think it had like I don't know, a dozen songs on it. So at 19 years old, I had a dozen songs at least written. Go me. Go younger me. I was pretty happy with that. So I got to listen to them with my kids. My kids, I don't know if yours are like this, but my kids don't like to share what they are creating. Like they'll create it, but they're a little bit like protective of it, and they don't want to just like share it with everybody. You know, they're just a little shy of it, so they kind of hold it close to their hearts. You know, they're slow to talk about it, but my boy especially, like he has this song. He's like, "Can I just email it to you? Because I don't want to talk about it." So he's gonna email me something that he wrote. So he still wants to share it though, but it was a little awkward. Like when you have something from when you were 19, it's like it's the genesis of all my music writing, right? Like I seriously do believe I'm writing my best stuff right now. And that stuff was the early stuff. It's not what I would call my best stuff. Yet it had some good stuff there. I could tell I was thinking about structure and melodies, and I was learning how to sing, things like that. But ultimately, it was just a little embarrassing to share. Fun, mostly, but still embarrassing. Alabama. Lloyd, welcome. Welcome. And Busted Knuckle, I see you there, man. Riding fish, love of girls, or love of motorcycles? Boy, do I have to choose? Very cool. Very cool, Jay. I encourage that in my daughter. She designed my sticker. My Randall Rydes little icon there. If you guys didn't have a sticker from me, that's what it looks like. It's just that little face there. Yeah, and if you guys look at my fishing channel, she did that one as well. It's very similar. You'll see. Just a little captain hat, a little anchor on there, and a big old beard. What do you think, guys? Beard turning out all right? Coming in, huh? I started No Shave November last year. But happy Thanksgiving to you guys, too. I know it's a little bit late on that, but happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys had a good break away from it all. Hopefully it was not serious for a couple days, and you got to just enjoy the family. But happy Thanksgiving to y'all. We're deep into football territory, if you guys are football fans. I do not watch. I have two teams that I'll support. It's the Steelers, and then it's for professional, and then Penn State for college. And that's simply because those are the most local teams to me, and I support my local teams. How many football games have I watched this year? None, not one. So it's hard to say that I even support my local teams. But if I did claim two teams, that's who they'd be. Well, it is what it is. So the next event we got is down in Florida, which is crazy. Nothing over the winter here, but that's up north here. You know, things are just shut down as far as bike events. Nobody shows up for them. Ah, riding fish. I see. Love of girls or love of motorcycles. So it just changed over. Yeah. As much as I don't know. Maybe I'll hold my opinion on it. Man, it's just the truth, though, man. Motorcycles, I mean, they don't care if you go hang out with other motorcycles. Funny, Jay. Well, I took some notes down, so I thought I would try to stay on track a little bit. I have a lot of people who are actually following my Amazon links that I have. They're listed down in the description just below the video, and you're welcome to do that. With the Amazon links, you understand you don't have to purchase the thing that's in the Amazon link, but if you're going to shop Amazon, follow one of my links to Amazon and then go shop and do your purchasing and stuff. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but Amazon does a little like a commission kickback for me. But there's been a lot of people who are actually clicking on those links, and I appreciate that. That's a no cost to you way to support me, and thank you. Appreciate it. So that's finally becoming a thing. So I am an Amazon affiliate. Check the links below if you guys want to check them out. I have a few things linked, but by all means, you can just follow the link to get there and then do your shopping too. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I wanted to mention that in a live stream because it's that's how we build our businesses as content creators. That's how we do it. We have a lot of affiliates and we do partnerships and collaborations, things like that. They're key. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I also wanted to thank people for my most recent 3 videos that I put up, and it's essentially my To Sturgis and Back series. I kind of like doing 3-part series because I feel like if it's in 3 parts, it's easy to digest. It doesn't feel like it's too much. I'm not picky about my guitar strings, Jay. I think the gauge is important to me. I like my 13s on the acoustic and 11s or 11 and a half on my electric for the most part. Right around there. But the 3 videos that did really good was on the way out to Sturgis. And then while I was in Sturgis, I was playing gigs and earning money, and I talked about that, and I videotaped that, put that little adventure up. And then the big video that everybody seemed to like was the trip back home from Sturgis, which was curious. But those 3 videos, they've done very good for the channel. They actually helped really boosted my sub count and stuff. So thank you guys for watching them. I appreciate it. It looks like most of you even watched it all the way through. So that's amazing. So something's coming together. I know my channel's still small. It's still a young channel. But, you know, every watch, every view you guys give it, it just kicks it up in the algorithm. And I can see that it's actually got some momentum now. So thank you for that. The next video I'm going to put up is actually a train ride. So I'll just leave it at that. That's a little hint. So I still need to edit it. There's a little bit I need to finish editing, but stay tuned. Appreciate you guys' patience with the videos coming out. I don't have a ton of them right now because of, well, it's cold. It's the time of year, I reckon. Thus why I'm moving south, guys. Moving south opens up all kinds of opportunities. It's not just about collaboration, but it's going to allow me to do the fishing thing, do the chartering, and be able to build a business proper. And second of all, with the motorcycle, it's year-round riding with the weather and just opportunities. So the opportunities for the things that I'm trying to do in my life are just they look a little brighter the further south you go. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. So here next spring, I'm probably gonna be looking at a place down there. I don't know about a property or not, but I'll be looking at a place. Yeah, so Busted Knuckle, the trip out to Sturgis and back, it's kind of it's an earning trip for me. So while I'm out and around Sturgis, I'm just playing music. So as far as cost for it, it was a wash. You know, I came home with more money than I went to Sturgis with, so it didn't cost me anything. I earned to go to Sturgis this past year. If I was just going to Sturgis and back, I think baseline I'd have to figure $500. So when I travel, I would just make sure I have $500 to drop. So if I made no money while I was there, I would still get home. And that's barring any kind of maintenance issues, because unforeseens. But because I don't pay for camping and I get my food from the grocery store, not from restaurants, that saves me a ton of money that a lot of guys are just throwing away, I think. Yeah. But I earned around, you can watch the video where I talk about, I earned around $1,400 while I was in Sturgis. I was there for a little over a week, something like that. So it was a good trip. Yeah, it was the best Sturgis earn-wise that I've ever had. It's building, man. It's doing something. Do me a favor, guys. Hang out for just a minute. I'm going to grab my guitar cord from the other room, and I'm going to just plug my guitar in and balance the lines, make sure it's not too loud or too quiet, and just kind of get it ready. And we'll talk for a few more minutes, and then I'll play a tune and send you off for the evening. I think I got a movie kind of calling my name, Hey, Wyatt. Welcome to the chat, bro. Appreciate it. I missed your message. Do me a favor, send me a message on Facebook there when you get a chance. Appreciate it. Let me go grab a cord, guys. I'll be right back. Just in one moment. All you rock and roll guys understand. I actually went through all my guitar chords, and I was a little disappointed to find out that most of them were garbage. I was pretty bummed about it, but it is what it is. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. So I think I have 2 microphones right now. Give me a second. Oh, I know what it is. Equipment. Reason I'm a little behind on this, I had to take a drive, drop my kids off and stuff, so I ended up getting back just in time to fire up the live stream. It just took a little extra time, but nonetheless, we're here. All right, let's see. Is this coming up? There we go. I think we got it. So we'll check that out. I'm about to do like a simple little sound check with you. We'll see if it comes through all right. Check 1, 2. I look funny there like this. Normally I move the camera in closer. That's plugged in. Let's turn this microphone on. All right, check, 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 check. So I know the microphone, the camera is way back there and stuff, but how's that sound right now? Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Sounds great. All right, good deal, good deal. So I think that's set up. That'll be ready. All right. And what it is, I have two microphones on, and I'm flipping between them and stuff. So if I mess that up whenever I jump up to do the live stream, correct me. Right now I have, my desktop one, and then I have that one back there for singing to it. But the voice is low, you think? All right, I'll make sure it's right. I'll make sure it's right before I start playing. Maybe I was banging on the guitar too loud. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. The views for this simple live stream has actually been climbing. And I know it's a simple thing, but I'm still figuring it out and stuff. So tap the black mic. I'm going to turn it on first. I mean, it looks like it's strong. Yeah. All right, let's do it, man. So, I'll bring the mic up just a little bit closer to my voice, and this is probably about how it would sound. So this is probably appropriate volume. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2. I didn't get to balance this out before I came, to do the live stream, just because I was rushed. So as soon as I got back, I grabbed something to eat, and I ran in here and hit. Does the vocal sound all right? It's okay. Give me some feedback there. Let me know what you think. And I'll play the guitar a little, just so you have that as well. And I think it's all coming through. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Little low, but sounds good. So what's low, the vocal or the guitar? What would you say is low? So my voice mic here at the table sounds good. So this mic right here sounds good, but the one back there is a little bit low, huh? Maybe this one. A little low, but sounds good. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Yeah, I think it's probably just about max of what I want it to be, though. So check, 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 check. Yeah, I don't want to adjust that too much. Don't want to adjust that. If I adjust it too much, the voice is still low, huh? Wonder why that is. I should record it, I reckon, and check it out. Line out volume. Let me check. Let me see if I can. I appreciate you guys working with me and figuring this out for me. I appreciate that. Got to make these things better, right? All right. Monitor mix. Let's try that. No, I don't think this is right. Let me just do line in. Audio input. All right. Maybe that's what I needed right there. Microphone, that's good. Audio input, that's good. This one is dead. curious with these. All right, so I have an audio input. Seems like it's the mic, though. All right, let's try that. Yeah, so it's a little bit more complicated than just adjusting the microphone from front to back, because what I have is I have the same signal as the guitar and the voice. So till you guys are hearing it, it's really just one signal, so I can't cut it in two. I have to do that with my mixing board. Sounds pretty good there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That sounds much better. I like to hear that. That's good stuff. Cool. We can run with that anyways. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not really seeking perfection, that's for sure. Seeking perfection will just get you disappointed. All right, good deal. Cool. And there might have been some weird like echo and stuff because I had this front mic on also, but neither here nor there. I did notice my voice was almost peaking, so yeah, that's what it was, Jay. Yeah, this front mic was on and it created a thing. I forgot to mute it, but I'll make sure that I do that. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not a big deal if I just wrap it up. I think you guys would be cool with that. How about if I set the camera up a little bit and I'll play one and I'll send you guys off. I've been trying to keep these streams at less than an hour because I don't want people to have to invest big blocks of time to be able to tune in and hang out and stuff. So let me do that. I'm going to play the guitar. If you guys do the thumbs up and just give me about 15, 30 seconds, something like that. And I'm going to set this camera up for you so you're a little closer. And then I'll play one for you. Cool, man. Hang out. That one is muted. If I sit here, you can see me. All right, guys. All I'm doing is I'm checking the audio, make sure that I can see the balance, how balanced it is. Make sure I'm not peeking out. I want to make sure it's not crazy. Get that moved a little bit. Okay, I think that sounds all right. Like mud puddle. Today my daughter was riding in the car and I mentioned that, and we were listening to some old ones. And one of the old tunes, one of my oldest songs is actually called Mud Puddle. And my daughter's learning how to play guitar, but she's recommending I play one of my oldest songs called Mud Puddle. But I'm not going to do that. Sweetheart, I love you. I'm not going to play that one. But I am going to play one. I played it a couple nights ago, but again, I'm a little bit out of sorts. I didn't have things too organized. So I'm going to play it again because really the audio came through really poorly, but this one is actually written about my kids, whether they know it or not. And it's simply called Home is Where a Heart is Missing Me. I was flipping through some pictures, the wife and kids back home. Miss them, so I tell them I won't be long. I say I'm living the dream for 14 hours in this summer heat and a long run into Raleigh for another show. Oh, I'm beat and I'm tired of riding alone. Still I'll head on into Riley with the moon on my back. The reason that I go there is the reason I'll come back. Home is where a heart is missing me. Her honky-tonk heart will take me from here to there, but these two wheels turning are nearly bare. My 6-string and a throttle and Pennsylvania's potholes are all I've got to get me along. And I'm beat, yeah, I'm tired of riding alone. Still out heading on into Riley with the moon on my back. The reason that I go there is the reason I'll come back. Home is where a heart is missing me. And I'll make good out of anything if I don't slow to think of an empty place here on the bike that makes my tired heart sink. And every time I come home, it's harder to leave. Every time I come home, it's harder and harder to leave. Home is where a heart is missing me. Home is where a heart is missing me. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to let you go with that one. Home is where a heart is missing me. Till the next one, much love and much respect. See you guys.